Hello guys, welcome to this peep show. The title is Coronavirus is the bears are back. So today the main focus of our live will be on the stock market and especially on the Dow Jones. We shared with you signals on the Arya applications, Arya signals applications on mobile, which is basically a bearish signal, so a selling signal on the Dow Jones and also on the DAX 30. So, what are the motivation and the current analysis behind, I would say, those two signals? Pretty simple. After almost a month of, I would say, bullish, after a month of bullish trend, the stock markets are basically pricing in the real impact of the coronavirus crisis, and also we entered into a panic mode last night. The Tadawul index, so basically the stock market index in Saudi Arabia, just lost 7% because of the finance minister who just said that they will have to cut public expenditures and also public spendings in Saudi Arabia because the oil prices went too low. Okay, so they went lower, which basically lowered and also did cut the revenues of Saudi Arabia, and they will have to slow down on public spending. And this factor is also impacting a lot of other stock market. If you look at for example, the Hang Seng index, so basically the stock market index in Asia and especially in Hong Kong, they lost 4%. Okay, they lost 4%, which is not something that is unnoticeable. Okay, and today on the Dow Jones we are currently losing 1.30%. The stock market just opened right now. We have also, if you look at, for example, the DAX 30, we are losing almost 4%, and we are on the verge of consolidating and maybe be back at the 10,000 points level. So this is what we are currently seeing on the stock market for now. If you look at the Tadawul index, so I told you and I spoke to you about the Tadawul index. Just have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at what happened here. So we lost 7% in less than one night. So this is the Tadawul index, who was very strong, very powerful. The bullish trend was even, I would say, even greater than what happened in the US and in Europe, and we lost in less than a night 7%. Okay, so more than 7%, which is a pretty, I'll say, a pretty aggressive move. Oil prices for now are currently still, I would say, kind of weak. We are at $20 per barrel, so today we are waning and making 10% on oil. But if you look at the prices of oil on the medium and long term, we are still at $20 per barrel. So we need to fastly have oil prices going to 30, 40, $50 per barrel to have a market that can be sustainable over the long term. So that's one of the key metrics to, I would say, to follow. You can also have a quick look at this chart. So basically, this is the coronavirus chart. Sorry. Let me show you the coronavirus chart, and I will just draw a line so it's more visual. So this is the total number of people who died of the coronavirus in the world, and as you can see, the curve is flattening in Europe. So I'll show you numbers and figures for example, France. We have currently a stabilization. Maybe, in fact, we are on the verge of a peak of the pandemic crisis in France. Same in Spain. We are reaching a top here. Italy also, after having suffered a lot, we are reaching a peak. But in the United States, the situation is currently totally different. You see that we didn't reach the top, and there is still more room for an exponential curve ahead of the United States. So that's kind of crazy. And if you look at the world's, I'll say, curve, no, for now there is no flattening of the curve. Okay, look at Europe. We are reaching a top here. Look at the US, for example. The top is not made. Is not made yet. So the coronavirus crisis is not over yet in the US, and the US is one of the is the market that we are all, I would say, monitoring on a daily basis, and this is what we have to take into consideration when we are trading equities and especially the Dow Jones. But even if you are trading, for example, if you are trading European stocks, okay, you know that what happened in the US has a great impact on what happens in Europe. So I have a bearish scenario on the US stocks, and my scenario is that we can reach the 22,500 points very soon on the Dow Jones. All right, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your question on the Wheel of Arya Facebook group. You can also join us on YouTube and also on the Arya Signals application. Download it for free, and we see each other there. Have a nice day. Bye bye.